Hello everyone and welcome to Stitches and Prayers. My name is Pam and let's just get started. As you can see, I am wearing my finished Weekender. I'll go ahead and I will stand up. The Weekender, so I did make a modification. My modification is it's short sleeves instead of long sleeves like a regular Weekender. And I just, I picked up my stitches and I knit down like 20 rows, I think it is. And then I just did a little bit of a ribbing. I did no shaping, nothing. It's just straight knitting. I did follow the pattern. It's got the split hem where the back hem is longer than the front hem. I wish, so as you can see, there's lots of positive E's here. I mean, I don't mind all the positive E's, but because I'm generally long torsoed, so I went longer. I was only supposed to do 12 inches of knitting there, I think, and I did 13, no, I did 15. I should have just stuck with Andrea and done the suggested, but because it's worked from the bottom up, I wanted to make sure it was long enough, and now it's too long. So with all of the extra positive E's that it's got, when I sit down, it's like a dress. It's down at my knees. But it is what it is. I love it. I will probably make another one, and I made it in the second size. And I will probably make another one. I like the feel of this, but follow the suggested length because too long. I did make it out of the Karen Cotton Funnel Cakes, and the colorway is Lilac. I only have one of these left, and it took me almost 2 full ones to do this one in, so needless to say, I won't be having it in Lilac, which is a little upsetting because I think I'm going to be giving this to somebody else who fits it better than me. But then also in my finished objects, I have one more finished, one almost finished. Me and my husband have always gone to the state fair, whether we lived in Michigan or we live here in Illinois. We've gone to the state fair, and every year we always go into the textiles building, and I look around and I'm like, I can do that. Why do I not enter the state fair? Why am I not entering? Why? So this year I am making sure that I get in there. I have downloaded everything that I need to download. I need to read through and see when entries need to be in, if I have to send in paperwork beforehand, but I know that everything has to be delivered by, it's either August 4th or August 5th, whichever one is that Sunday, has to be taken down to the state fair so everything can be judged on, I believe it said Tuesday. So what I decided to do was, I'll probably take this and enter it as well, but because it has to be made between August 1st of last year and July 31st of this year, I think is what it was. I'm not positive. But I'm going to enter in an angel that I made this past week. I started this, I want to say, like last Thursday or something like that. But yeah, it is made with the crochet thread. What is it? Aunt Lydia's crochet thread in a size 10, I think it is. I will post the pattern down below, and for this, the pattern that I had for the angel I didn't like the wings that were on it, so the wings are a different pattern, and then it didn't have a halo, so the halo is a different pattern. So for this, I used 3 different patterns. And then I was looking for my styrofoam, When I had it all finished, I made up a white glue and water mixture at 50-50, and I just got it all in there and wet and squeezed all the glue out, and then I put it on my little styrofoam guy here. And back at Christmas, when I was making ornaments for my friends at work, I had bought these stainless steel T-pins to hold them out. And I don't know why, but somehow I have a rust spot. I have a rust spot there, and I have a rust spot here. You can really see it on the back side. And I don't understand. I thought that was the whole purpose of them being stainless steel, is that they don't rust. I don't know if something got on the pin when I used them before, because I didn't use, none of these have been used yet. I've got a whole bucket. I don't have it in here. I have a whole bucket of them, of probably like 50 pens that were used already, and you can feel like glue or something on there, so I don't know if I need to get that off of there so that they're not, so that they don't put the rust spots on there. But I'm going to make one more and do that with it, so hopefully I don't get any of the rust spots on the new ones, on the new one. What I did with the wings, so that they're bent like that, like they're flapping, is I wrapped them around the styrofoam here, and I pinned them on when I had the angel on there to dry. But I mean, it's pretty stiff. And I'm happy with her. She'll hang on my tree. Then the one that I have that is almost finished is, I've always wanted to enter in my Christmas tree topper. And so since it has to be made this past year, I went ahead and I made another one. I'm going to put her on the styrofoam here. Went ahead and I made another one. She's not been stiffened yet, but there she is. I made it with a different pattern, but it's like exactly the same, just bigger. So I have the angel. She's done. This is also out of the Aunt Lydia's cotton thread, and I will post a link to this one. So the halo that I made for the little one is the same halo that is on that one, and not, like I said, nothing's been stiffened yet. So I still have to stiffen them. But these are the wings. For the big angel. And I will probably do that tomorrow, so that she'll be all done for the next vlog. But that is all of my finished objects. I'm calling that one finished. There's no more crocheting to do. All the ends are woven in, so I'm calling that finished and almost done, ready to go. So right there, I've got, with this sweater and those two things, I've got 3 things to add, or to to enter into the state fair here in the state of Illinois. The next thing that I've been working on is, my husband is a huge Christmas cartoon fan. And here in the state of Illinois, it has been hot, very, very hot. So I decided to make him a heat miser. And he kind of looks a little bit like Don King. Didn't mean him to be that way. And I think that he needs, I think I need to get it to come in a little bit like it's a flame. Oh, I think that looks better. There we go. But yeah, And these lines are from, if you look at the cartoon, I'll post a picture here of what I've got of the Heat Miser. He's got, because he's like claymation kind of, so he's got like a spot here to where that whole piece moves for his mouth. So that's what that is, and I still have to do his mouth. But that's what I've got going so far. And that little spot is not looking very good. So what I had done was, for his hair, I had taken and made a cap out of this red-orange color. It's really getting blown out on this. Let me lower that down a little bit. It still blows out a little bit, but not as much. There's an orange, like a carrot orange in there, and then there's this red. I have to fix that little piece right there. That piece right there needs fixed. And then there was a yellow that I put in there to make his hair look like flames. But then I took and I used like a latch hook and I hooked the yarn on. See, that one's not been brushed out too good. But, and so you could see like all the little knots back here, like you can see it kind of right there. But when I brushed it, I had all kinds of the fuzzy from the yarn. And so I decided that I took and I like hot glued some of the fuzzy around the edge so it was not as noticeable. And that's what you see here. I just have to fix it. But just so that it's not as noticeable, I think that it looks a little bit better where it goes right into his hair. But yeah, I'm really happy with him. I just got to figure out his mouth. It's supposed to just be a straight mouth, like he's angry all the time, but it's supposed to go all the way over here, and it just looks, I haven't found one that I like. But I've only been, I started this yesterday, and I finished it almost today. So, I'm thinking he might get entered into the state fair. Maybe. Maybe. So, I'm really thirsty. The last time we talked, I had cast on my newest pattern by Andrea Mowry. And all I had done was like, I want to say just the ribbing at the bottom. And it's a drop hem to where the hem is the same all the way around, but then you add short rows to the back so that the bottom of the sweater is longer and it like swoops down in the back. So what I've got is, so this is my sweater. And like I'm trying to hold the front and the back together at the same time. So that's the back that's hanging down is the back of the sweater, and then here's the front. And I have split for sleeves, and I'm working on the front panel, and I've got like 4.5 inches here, and I need to have like 5 or 6, maybe 7, just to have a comfortable armhole. I think I'm going to measure this one and see what I did here. Because if I'm remembering right, the Nebula's got something very similar to this at the top picture. And I'm probably wrong. Alright, I had to pause the video and look, and I'm right. It has something very similar to this ribbing right here, detail at the shoulder going down to the drop hem, or a drop shoulder. It's also a drop shoulder sleeve, and she makes it in like a 3/4 or a full length, and I will probably make my Nebula something just like this one because it's made out of the Caring Cotton Cake as well in Primrose. So it's another cotton sweater for summertime, and I'm really excited. So hopefully by the next vlog I will have it on. to show it off. But that is the extent of what I've been working on. I wanted to get that stuff out of the way for the state fair so that then maybe I'll enter the nebula. Who knows? Who knows what Pam will do? It's crazy sometimes. But if you are only here for the knitting and crochet content, I would bid you adieu. Till I see you next time. Please like and subscribe the video down below It lets the YouTube algorithm know what kind of videos you like to show you more in the future, and it'll show other people who like the same thing as you my video. So do me a favor, like and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any more of my content. And I will see you guys the next time. If you're going to stick around for the prayers portion, let's get to it. All right, our hymn today is Sweet By and By. It was written in 1868. In 1868, a pharmacist named Sanford Fillmore Bennett, who was 31, was filling prescriptions and handling the sales at his apothecary in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. His friend Joseph Webster entered the store. Joseph was a local musician, vocalist, violinist, and amateur composer who suffered from periods of depression. The two men had occasionally collaborated on hymns and songs, Sanford writing the words and Joseph the music. On this particular day, Joseph was unusually blue and his face was long. Looking up, Sanford asked, "What is the matter now?" "It's no matter," Joseph replied. "It'll all be all right by and by." An idea for a hymn hit Sanford like a flash of sunlight. Sitting at his desk, he began writing as fast as he could. The words came almost instantly. 2 customers entered the drugstore, but no attempt was made to assist them. Sanford was too absorbed in his poem, so they sallied over to the stove and visited with Joseph. Finally, Sanford rose and joined them, handing a sheet of paper to his friend. "Here is your prescription, Joe," he said. "I hope it works." Webster read the words aloud. "There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar, where the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore." Instantly a tune suggested itself, and Joseph jotted down some notes. Picking up his fiddle, he played his melody over a time or two, then said to the others, "We 4 make a good male quartet. Let's try the new song and see how it sounds." As Sweet By and By was being sung for the first time, another customer, R.R. Crosby, entered the store. "Gentlemen," he said, "I never heard that song before, but it is immortal." And he was right. For over 100 years, we've been singing an immortal hymn that was written in less than 30 minutes in a drugstore. All right, let's go over the verses. It says, "There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar, for the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there. We shall sing on that beautiful shore the melodious songs of the blessed, and our spirits shall sorrow no more, not a sigh for the blessing of rest. To our beautiful Father above, we will offer our tribute of praise for the glorious gift of his love and the blessings that hallow our days. In the sweet by and by, we shall rest on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore." I hope that one day we get to meet on that beautiful shore. Father, thank you for the time that people have taken out of their lives to spend with me, to see the creations from the gift that you've given me. Thank you for the beautiful hymn that you inspired the men to write, Mr. Bennett and Mr. Webster. You You inspired them with those words. You inspired them with the tune that went along with it. And I'm so grateful that you've done so, and that you've done so with so many other hymns throughout the time. Please be with everyone in the coming days and weeks until we're able to meet again, that they can be the light, that they can be a witness to at least one person, that through them at least one person comes to know you as their Lord and Savior. In your precious name, amen. All right, guys. Like I said, please like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment. I love reading them. I will talk to you guys later. And until next time, remember, this world is not our home. We're just a passing through. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.